Yeah, it would seem as like anytime we get like videos above this earth that show it to be a certain way, you guys are going to claim it's like doctored or fake. So I guess as the quality of video increases into the future, past 8K and everything, like 400 frames per second, you guys are going to keep claiming this, I guess, yeah?
The ISS is claimed to be in the sky vacuum. There is no sky vacuum. Gas would never develop pressure. We'd have no gas to breathe.
The gas fills up.
Spontaneously, right? The gas is going to fill the available volume.
If you have gas, it would expand into the vacuum, absolutely.
Talking about an ideal gas expanding against
Its
the vacuum.
only rebuttal to a second law of thermodynamics violation, sky vacuum, was to say it's not a vacuum. That's been dealt with. So what's now left on the table is the fact. Oh, of course, rumpusing, of course.
Fatality.
He ran. He ran the way.
Oh, he ran like an abject coward.
This is what fatality does.
Yeah, so I'll take a further victory dance for the audience's benefit.
Yes.
From 2024 onwards, this is how it's gonna be. You, the zealot fundamentalist religious globe believer, telling us about your belief in gravity, telling us about your belief in calculations derived from flat earth measurements that lead you to the impression you're standing on a spherical surface. We'll be berating you.
Well, I did read an article that they found caves on the moon to protect the astronauts when they go on the moon in the next 5 years.
All right.
So by 2030, they're going to be on the moon again, Nathan.
Is that right? No, they won't be. They never went to the moon because it involves travelling past high-pressure gas into an area the gas could be but isn't filling, called a sky vacuum at 10 to the minus 17 tour. To travel through it, wave goodbye to gas at the Kármán line. It's all garbage. Gas would fill the area that the claim to be journey to the moon. That's an area of volume the gas can fill. If the rockets can go into it, so
Oh
can
my
the high
God.
pressure gas.
This sounds like blasphemy. I mean, you guys don't believe that Barbie doll was into space like 2 weeks ago on ISS?
They shot it in a movie theater, dude. It's all fake.
They sent 10 Barbie dolls to astronauts on ISS 2 weeks ago on Barbie doll anniversary. They show on TV all those ESA and ISS astronauts playing with Barbie dolls on the ISS. Let's do science.
Wow.
Slow birth. Above
No,
slow
I
birth.
totally believe it.
You said something about faking movies forever. Speak up.
I guess we're gonna keep faking in higher quality the ISS like videos of Earth, and yeah, we're just gonna keep doing that until perpetuity. Yeah, it would seem as like anytime we get like videos above this Earth that show it to be a certain way, you guys are gonna claim it's like doctored or fake. So I guess as the quality of video increases into the future, past 8K and everything, like 400 frames per second, you guys are gonna keep claiming this. I
Let me know
guess.
when
Yeah.
you're done. ASP?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that
This
it?
highlights the absurdity of your position.
Have you got more to add?
Yes.
Go
sir,
ahead.
That's it.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Go ahead if you've got more to add.
I have nothing more to add. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know you were done. No, you see, the ISS is claimed to be looking back at high-pressure gas not dispersing into a 10 to the minus 17 tour vacuum. It's automatically fake. I don't recall me suggesting anything about the quality of imagery. I debunked the area the claim to be photos are taken from. I gave an example with moon travel. I said if the guys can travel to the moon, then the high-pressure gas travelling in all directions at high velocity would also fill that space that is claimed to be travelling through on a trip to the moon.
The gas fills up.
Spontaneously, right? The gas is going to fill the available volume.
If you have gas, it would expand into the vacuum, absolutely.
Talking about an ideal gas expanding against a vacuum.
The ISS is claimed to be in the sky vacuum. There is no sky vacuum. Gas would never develop pressure. We'd have no gas to breathe. It's not about the image quality. It's about a second law of thermodynamics violation you believe is above your head in the form of a sky vacuum for this ISS to be in. It isn't. it's fake because it's a violation of natural law. Sod all to do with your straw man claim that we say it's about the imagery. Nobody said that. No, nobody claimed your straw man that you were offering up there, SP. Nobody talked about quality. I only talked about the second law of thermodynamics violation that the sky vacuum for them to take pictures from would be.
Yeah, space isn't empty and it's not a vacuum. They teach this to middle schoolers, so why are you trying to hold it to the idea of it being a vacuum?
No, mate. It's a second law of thermodynamics violation. They claim it's 10 to the minus 17 torr. That's a very high vacuum, categorized by NASA as a very high vacuum. 10 to the minus 17 torr is the claim value. However, it is a second law of thermodynamics violation. You said it's not a vacuum. That was your last response. Yeah, it's a high vacuum. 10 to the minus 17 torr. That claim of a high vacuum, undermining your stupid nonsense crap that it's not a vacuum, is undermined by the second law of thermodynamics. Gas-filled space. A space would be 10 to the minus 17 torr, as claimed for your sky, claimed to be a vacuum. Hope that's clear.
It's not a perfect vacuum, so it would not adhere to a strict definition.
Sorry, who said perfect?
Second law of
Sorry, is this a straw man? Did somebody say perfect? Is this guy now introduced this word to straw man with? It seems that me interjecting into the straw man's not going to be tolerated. He's just going to rumpus. It seems my interjection's not going to be heard. It's not like I said that word. It's not like me pointing out that it's a straw man, that you've now introduced a new standard that I didn't use. It's claimed to be a high vacuum by NASA, 10 to the minus 17 torr. You say it's not a perfect vacuum. So you've now introduced a straw man standard I didn't use. I've overcome your crap. I'm just going to say it like it is now. I'm not going to get rumpus. I'm just going to say it like it is, hopefully without non-stop fundy interruption, because that's what obviously comes when I win. Now you're offering up a new variation of a straw man I didn't offer. Now let it be known for the audience's benefit, this is not enticing a response. His crap has been overcome. His only rebuttal to a second law of thermodynamics violation, sky vacuum, was to say it's not a vacuum. That's been dealt with. So what's now left on the table is the fact, of course, rumpusing, of course, is a second law of thermodynamics violation won't enable men to take pictures from the ISS. The gas they're picturing below them would fill the space claimed to be a vacuum.
Correct.
Am I allowed to reply? You can't defeat an opponent when you silence them, sir.
Okay, thank you for your rebuttal. Can you now pop him on mute so I can address that? I'd rather just have him on mute. He's given his rebuttal, which is by silencing somebody, you can't achieve a win. No, what I did was reiterate my point with you chanting through the conclusion of it. I've reiterated it and you've now hand-waved it and ignore it by suggesting that you've been shut down while you're chanting through it right now. What you're doing is projecting.
Yeah,
you chanting through the top of me addressing you like you're doing now is you shutting me down. Now your projection has led you to decide literally while you're doing it to suggest that you are being shut down. No, sir, you're projecting literally the very thing you're doing as you're doing it onto me. You're railroading me. What you last stated was not a rebuttal to a second law of thermodynamics violation, sky vacuum, to take pictures from the ISS, your claim. Now it's, I'm being silenced. I heard your rebuttals. Number one, it's not a vacuum. Garbage. It was taken a dump on. Second rebuttal, it's not a perfect vacuum. Nobody said it was. That's a straw man. Is this me not hearing you? Is this when you were muted that I heard these things? No, because the third rebuttal, winning isn't shutting me down, was utterly non sequitur because you haven't been on reciting your rebuttals to you. Now I will conclude, hopefully without a further projected interjection over the top of my victory. Gas fills space. Ergo, ISS taking pictures of gas not filling space is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics. Being told it is A, not a vacuum, B, not a perfect vacuum, and C, being shut down, none of those are going to overcome the fact it's a violation of a law of nature called the second law of thermodynamics. I am concluded. You may respond.
Fatality.
He ran the way.
Oh, he ran like an abject coward.
This is what fatality does.
Yeah, so I'll take a further victory dance for the audience's benefit.
Yes.
From 2024 onwards, this is how it's gonna be. You, the zealot fundamentalist religious globe believer, telling us about your belief in gravity, telling us about your belief in calculations derived from flat Earth measurements that lead you to the impression you're standing on a spherical surface. We'll be berating you with righteous indignation for the stupidity we have to tolerate from you. Not only the stupidity, the abject ignorance that you hold in lieu of your claimed proof for your belief. It will be demeaned and your stupidity will be highlighted by flat earthers. And when you run like cowards because you feel that you're going to get away with a win by telling me that you've been shut down while you chant through every demolition of your fundamentalist sphere belief, that's not a win. This is a win. Earth is measured flat.